Hi everybody, my name's Claire. Thanks so much for joining me for this video. I've just done the most amazing straight pour with the most amazing colours, basically pinks and greens, and I didn't get any brown, so I'm so excited. I layered up too many cups of paint. I overestimated how much paint I'd need for the particular canvas I'd chosen. So I've got 4 cups of layered up paint left, 2 larger and 2 smaller. So instead of doing another straight pour, because I don't want to compete with the one I've just done, I don't want it to have any comparison, I'm going to use the layered up paint to do a ribbon pour. I'm going to layer on the paint in lovely ribbons, and then I'm going to tilt the canvas out to get some interesting design. So let's get started. Here's my canvas. It's a 30cm square canvas, and here are my pots of paint, layered up paint. I'll link the previous painting in the video description, because then you can see the if you watch that, you can see the colours I've used, the recipes, the consistencies, that sort of thing. So I've got 2 slightly larger cups and then 2 slightly smaller cups, because I was experimenting with different size puddles. So colours are just amazing. So basically pinks and greens and turquoises. So, sorry about the mess of the canvas, I just got a little splodge of paint on there. I'm going to do some ribbons diagonally across this canvas, and then I'm going to tilt it so that they will distort. So let's just see what happens. I'm going to leave that cup tilted over because there's more paint in there, but because the paint's really thick, it's not sliding down very quickly. So this time I'm going to start here. Right, that's the cups more or less empty. I'm just wondering, I do have the empty cups from the previous painting here. I might just see if I can get a little bit more paint out of those. So if I just put them on this side just for a moment. And actually I've got the small ones as well, because you always get just a little bit of paint left inside. Yeah, there's just a little bit there, so I'm just going to use that, so I've got as much paint on the canvas as possible. Right, I'm going to start tilting this out. So there's a few areas of bald canvas there still a few little bits not covered, but that's fine because that will get covered in a minute. Obviously at the moment I've got lovely lines, straight lines, but that's going to change. Let me just get rid of some of these pots. So what I will end up with, I think, is a lovely sort of distorted swirly pattern. Right, let's just start moving it around because there's more paint in some areas than on others. So let's just get all the canvas covered first, I think. Right, this is so interesting because the lines are still quite straight. When I did this before with leftover cups of paint, it distorted massively, and I think maybe there was more paint on the canvas. But this is so interesting because it hasn't done that at all. I was expecting a very, very swirly pattern at the end. Just getting rid of that. There's a little light bit on that corner. I don't know if you can see it. I don't like that. Just running that off over the edge. But I really like it. So the lines aren't straight, but they're not that wavy either. It's a really, really cool painting. I'm really pleased with it. What I'm pleased about, again, that I haven't got brown. I've got a slightly suspicious colour running through it in the centre. Whoops. Here. But I think I guess it is tending towards the browner. But other than that, I think I'm going to leave it, you know. I think I'm really happy with it. It's got this lovely sort of gentle curve to the composition of it. Right. Just going to touch the edges, finish the edges, and then I'll show you close up. Just look at the crazy lines. I've got such contrasting colours up next to each other without them muddying, so I'm absolutely over the moon. I think this could be my favourite little corner. Look at those colours. Just how bright they are and just how many lines there are. The edges are gorgeous. I'm so happy with the edges. It's just such thick, warm, rich paint, and it just hangs perfectly over the edges. Let me show you something. So you've got this really quite obvious bright pink band through the centre. So I think that's probably quite a focal point, if that's possible, for this painting. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. So happy with this. I'm so glad I didn't do another straight pour. I loved the last straight pour so much. I was very, very tempted to do another one. But I thought, well, what's the point? Because I'm only going to be able to compare them. But whereas this one is the same colours, but obviously totally, totally different. And you get a sense of some of the sparkle there. So you've got the sparkle from the green in there, which is really pretty. Wow. Oh, I'm so excited. Right, I'll be back when it's dry. So here's the dry painting. I absolutely love it. I am over the moon with this. The richness and the intensity of these colours I love. It looks quite blue, but actually it's really greeny. It's really turquoisey. So for example, down here, there's a lovely stretch of turquoise, but it does look quite blue on my phone, unfortunately. Let me show you, I'll go up here first. You can see all the individual colours. There's a lovely band of purple through there. The colours, I don't know what it reminds me of. Some sort of candy or sweets where you get, is it rock? Or I'm not even sure. Something where you've got all the colours right up next to each other. This was my favourite corner when it was wet, and I think it's probably still my favourite corner now. Look at all those lines. And the lines are beautiful because they just kind of fold. So they're not really wavy, but they've just got a gentle wave to them where they just fold around each other, which just gives it, I think, quite a lot of depth and interest. So, oh, I'm so happy with it. I'm just so pleased I did a straight a ribbon pour instead of a straight pour with my leftovers. Let me show you how iridescent it is. As soon as I move it, look, you can see that shimmer. So that's some of the greenish yellow in there. It's just so, so pretty. And the edges, look at the solid, let me put it back actually. Look at the solid, solid edges. They're so nice and thick and dense colour. Yeah, so really, really happy with it. Let me know what you think. Do give it a thumbs up if you like it. Do leave any comments you want to. Great, thanks so much for watching, everyone. Bye.